The bouzouki is a prized possession, a beautiful object and a symbol of virtuosity and levendia, fearlessness, gallantry, and was for a time one of rebellion and the criminal underground. Today it is an instrument of high status, often seen as an ambassador of Greek music.
Σε καινούρια βάρκα πήγα, σε καινούρια βάρκα πήγα, σε καινούρια βάρκα πήγα και στον Άη Γιώργη βγήκα, αχ και στον Άη Γιώργη βγήκα.
Catch of the Day is a painting from my solo show, A Brush with the Blues, that was held in February 2020 in Melbourne. The exhibition was inspired by the Rebetiko music jam nights that were held every Wednesday for 2 years up until the first lockdown in the city. I seldom missed an opportunity to find myself sitting around the table amongst musicians who were singing and playing largely a variety of string instruments typical of the Greek blues, of which the bouzouki took the lead. Over the course of the night, the circle around the table widened and the seats shifted to accommodate extra people as more musicians entered through the tavern doors. An accordion perhaps, even a dulcimer, but often they came with a string instrument in its case. I noticed that the moment a bouzouki player entered a room, it felt like everyone was waiting to see what beauty would be lifted out of the case, like it carried a promise of things to come.
Βρήκαν αυτές παλικάρια, βρήκαν αυτές παλικάρια, βρήκαν αυτές παλικάρια που ψαρεύανε τα ψάρια, βρε που ψαρεύανε τα ψάρια.
The core group of musicians that attended were not simply generous in their encouragement towards beginners, or with their musicianship for onlookers. Between songs they often shared gems of knowledge about the musical tradition. In one of those intervals, I learnt that there was a tricordo, a 3-string, and a tetracordo, a 4-string bouzouki, the former linked to its ancient origins and the latter to its transition as a charismatic figurehead in the popularised rebetika of the mid-1940s and onwards. Another time, I was also reminded that in the early days of the Greek blues, people could be arrested just for being caught holding a bouzouki, marking you as a troublemaker and hash smoker. One evening, an image came to me of a fisherman proudly lifting up 2 bouzoukia dripping with water like prize-winning fish, one with 3 strings and the other with 4. A catch of the day speaks of the bouzouki's journey for centuries back and forth across the seas from east to west. It recognises the bouzouki as a source of creativity in rebetika music and as a symbol of dignity, skill and bravery, and in some ways a symbol of triumph. My life was all bouzouki. It consumed me, but it also lifted me up in the world, way up. Marcos Varvakaris, the father of the rebetiko. With my catch of the day, I give substance to a vision I had one night at the music jam. The fisherman's hands are indeed full as I venture to express several meanings in only one painting. But the bouzouki has such strength behind it that it renders all images of it with an iconic power.
Έχετε ψαράδες ψάρια, έχετε ψαράδες ψάρια, έχετε ψαράδες ψάρια, ας τα ακούς και καλαμάρια, ας τα ακούς και καλαμάρια.
Backing track performed by Spiros Vitsentzatos, a member of the Melbourne Music Jam.